All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Friday, everybody. Good to see you all. Glad to see everyone showed up this morning because I tell you, I don't know what is going on with SMCI, huh? I know some of you guys been here, some of you traders been here, and I said, just take a shot. Just take a shot. One share SMCI. I can't believe this thing just will not stop going down. Just will not. It's up at it's up $1,077. And honestly, I've been doing this for so long. I still don't understand why it's still going up. I mean, it's just like, I was like, can it hit 1,000? I mean, we saw it at 700, hell, when we saw it at 300 and it made this big move right here. Let me just blow this up and show you what I'm talking about. When we saw it right here, when it made that announcement right here, I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money, $300 stock. And we don't trade $300 stocks, okay? Very, very, very rarely. And then all of a sudden, they didn't want to go lower. Then they beat earnings. And then sure enough, I can't believe the thing just, I don't know if there's a huge short squeeze in it. I don't know what's going on, but this thing is just phenomenal. And you probably hear, like in the past couple of days, every time I'm doing my meeting, my phone is blowing up. It keeps ringing off the hook. And they're like, Fausto, what's going on? I'm like, I don't have no idea. It just keeps going up. But if you jumped into it, and if you guys are doing pretty well on, congratulations. Also, a couple other big swing trades are doing pretty well. I was more of a bigger fan of Eli Lilly, and that one has just been doing absolutely fabulous. It's up big again. Listen, these stocks, I just want to kind of point something out to you. Eli Lilly, SMCI, NVIDIA. Yesterday, getting back to NVIDIA, same thing like SMCI and Eli Lilly. I was on Benzinga and I was trying to explain, how stocks break big iceberg orders. And if you watch the video I did on NASDAQ the last month that was out there, and I was talking about it, I showed this big iceberg order and actually showed it in Benzinga's presentation yesterday about this big iceberg of $500. And then, people like, well, why are you showing it at 500, Fausto? Stock's at 700. I'm like, you're missing the point. It's these iceberg orders that run the show. And that's what it kind of did well. Yeah, Grant, the SMCI is just, I can't figure it out. This thing is probably just unbelievable. And you know what? It's expensive. And the funny part is you don't have to trade stocks like this. You see some of the other stocks we traded that were just doing just as great. I mean, Place yesterday, Children's Place yesterday was just unbelievable. This is another one. I mean, this was a great day trade because remember, to be a good swing trader, you got to know how to day trade. But Place yesterday, another big winner. We saw the stock get destroyed, didn't meet earnings, went from 20 all the way back down to 8. And look at this swing trade. I mean, percentage-wise, this stock did better than those other ones that we pointed out. I mean, it went up a little too fast than we expected. But yesterday, I mean, this thing was just right out of the gate at like 9:30. I mean, some of you in the room, they're like, what the hell is going on with this stock? 18, 22, we're coming back 28. I mean, in literally 30 minutes, the thing ran all the way to about $37. So, every time you guys show up here every morning, you see what's moving. And this is what makes it so exciting to come here at Cyber Trading University every morning. And and you know what? It's like fishing. Everybody around you caught the fish. You didn't catch it, but we're great captains. We're going to take you where they are. But remember, the goal is we don't tell you what to buy and sell. You have to hit the button at the end of the day. But we know where the fish are, which means we know where the stocks are. And that's why we're here every morning. It should make you extremely excited to show up every morning here because it's always a brand new adventure. All right. Very, very rarely we don't find anything that doesn't move, but usually we do. Now, if you're watching on social media, once again, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and make sure you ring that bell on YouTube because every time we're on there, we're posting new videos and new samples and stuff like that. Or you could take your phone, scan that little QR code on the top left-hand corner, and you can get into our professional trading room right now because we are running 2 rooms, not just on YouTube, but we have a professional trading room, and you're all invited to come. Now, let's also talk about a couple other stocks that did move pretty well. Lyft yesterday, another stock. I was really ticked off at the stock a little bit because I had it. I sold it. And I sold it, and I should have held on to it. I was considering doing a swing trade on it, but I was caught up on another stock that I also did well on, which was the SSRM. And this one, SSRM, was a $10 stock, and it came all the way back down to 350. Remember what I showed you in the cyber group room about SSRM? I don't know if are they still out there? Hold on, let me check it out. SSRM. Did they bid it up again? Usually they come in when the market opens up. But this stock had like 300,000 share buyers out there. Yeah, they're not there yet. They're not there yet. They're at 410. They were at 430 yesterday. But this was a very nice, cheaper stock, and I actually had a pretty big position in it. So I was a little concerned about that one than this one. But that one did pretty well yesterday. Lyft did pretty well. JMIA did great yesterday. That stock 340 all the way to 460. Nice move, a little bit, not a huge runner up as big as the other ones, but that pretty well did well. APLT did really well too yesterday. Nice little move, not as big as the other ones, but it was another one that was on our watch list. This one was just, I don't know what the hell happened. This was a great short squeeze. This thing just literally ran from like 250 all the way up to about 850, got halted. It was just an unbelievable stock. It got there pretty fast. It took about 40 minutes to get there from 2 to like 850. It was just a matter of time. It was going to crash. But I know that one did pretty well, some of the room. And for everyone here, I do want to bring this one up to Tesla. Now, once again, expensive like the other ones, but what made Tesla very unique was I was also doing a presentation when I was on Benzinga. I was talking about Tesla, and I said, you know what? There was this huge iceberg order at 200, and it was huge. It was really, really big. He's out there now. He's on the bid side, but I said if it broke 200, the stock would pop, and you could see it if you were there, and you could see how the stock was hovering. It was going up beautifully. Finally got to close to that 200, busted right through it, and you can see where it is right now. So, and now it's becoming a little bit of a gap fill. So orders. All right. Now let's talk about what's going on this morning. Now, we like I said, we got SMCI, right? That one just keeps going. Eli Lilly. These are all not only day trades, but they've been a little bit more on the swing trade and more. If you're an option trader, they have good options on it. Another stock that's doing well that came out with great earnings yesterday, Coin. Another stock that we do pretty well. Once again, a little bit more on the expensive side, but they did well. Now, if you remember also, I was a huge fan that I told everyone here about the SEC approving the Bitcoin ETF for BlackRock. I was on every TV station. I was telling everyone about it. And you know what? I'm sitting around talking to these analysts and talking about the CPI numbers. We're talking about earnings announcements. I said, yeah, you know what? As a day trader, as a professional trader, you know what we look at? I don't really care about Bitcoin. I'm not a fan of it, but it's not going to stop me from trading it. Okay. And you know what? It got approved, and we had that big run up from we were watching since October from 78, ran up to about here. Once news came out, remember, buy on rumors, sell on news. Stock dropped down to 120, started build some base here, 120 to 190, and then he beat earnings again. That stock led into Mara too. Mara did really well. Didn't really benefit too much on the earnings announcements on Coin, but that one came down pretty hard too, because once the news came out on that, on the approval on ETF, it came down to 15, but look what happened. It went from 15 all the way to 30. That's up about 100%. Not only is a great day trade, but as a good swing trade. Another good runner up. And then also the other ones too. You had CLSK that did really well. You had, what else was there? You had Riot that did pretty well. So all those stocks, and there's a whole list of those. And I know we post them on our watch list and on our, if you follow us on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, we gave you a whole list of all those stocks that we'll trade side by side with them. So with those, we had some brandings, but there are other ones that are moving also. So I want to bring those up too. So let me go back to my level 3 and bring up NASDAQ Bookviewer here. And there are a couple of stocks that are moving pretty well this morning. I want to start off with these a little bit on the cheaper side. GXAI. Now, GXAI, damn, I forgot to do my filters. Got to eliminate all the hundreds. All right, there we go. So here you have a pretty decent stock that's moving up. It started around 8:30 this morning. It was at 20 cents. You know, I'm not a fan of penny stocks. and it's really been, it's a new IPO. I might pass on it, but it is an AI stock. You could see it here from the symbol AI. So I will put this on the B list. All right, GXAI. Once again, if you're not a fan trading inexpensive stocks, I get it. Neither am I. But if I do see some good volatility, I'll jump into it. CPOP is a little bit better. This one, you have pretty decent iceberg orders. You got 3,000. You got 16 orders, 15 orders here. Stock ran around 8 o'clock this morning at $2 to $7. It's up about 300%. It's starting to trend down a little bit here. And I'm not really seeing too many orders out there that I like. I'm going to put this on the B list. As much as you'd be like, but Fausto, it's up 300%. You know how I feel when they're up a lot and they really haven't trend, but it's got 9 million shares. It is nice, but I'm going to put this on the B list. All right. Everybody knows what today is, right? It's Friday. Okay. You know how I feel about Fridays. HTOO, a little bit better. Nice little trend, cheap stock, 42 million shares traded. That's a lot of trades. HTOO. I don't think we ever traded the stock before. We traded Halo, right? Halo. Remember Halo, everyone? HOLO. That was fun. That one's that stock that ran from, it went to, that's the one that ran from like $1 to like 40 bucks. But different stock. H2. Not bad. Nice push, nice trend. I like it. I'm going to put this on our list right here. H2OO. It's got some good volume. Not really huge, big iceberg orders. We got a big seller here around the $5 price range for 20,000, 13,000 here at 460. You can see that's why I hit that resistance levels right there. HTOO. That one's going on the list. What else we got going on here? This one's been trending down. That's a scratch. This one is up 90%. It was up to $7, came back down to $2. It's probably, from just looking at, it's going to be a little too volatile. Here's a China stock. Came up to 280, came back to $1.50. Not really a fan of that. Not really a fan of that. Not really a fan of that. This one got really beat up. It went to 140, came back down to 7. Spread looks a little big. The volume pre-market is not bad. Lunar, we traded this stock before. You remember the stock, traders. Not really the best iceberg orders out there. I'll put this on the B list. Wow, there's a lot of stocks on my B list. We're at 18%. What else we got here? That pretty much does it there. Losers, anything getting crushed pretty nicely? Nope, nothing there. New York Stock Exchange, anything there? This looks like a little bit of a buyout, just seen by the trend. Toast, trying to come up a little bit here. It's up at 9%. Remember, we're looking for things around 10% or better. This is down 20%. All right, not a big list at all. Why? It's Friday, okay? And not only that, does anyone know what's going on this weekend? Let's see if everybody's done their homework. Anyone here know what happens going on this weekend? Market is closed Monday. We are closed. All right. Yes, it's President's Day. So no wonder you're not going to have a lot of action going on today. A lot of the kids, I look at the school calendar. Not only that, but kids here where I live in New York are off for winter recess. Everyone's already went away. I mean, I'm staying home. I've been obviously, what happened, with a death in our family, and I need to take. I don't think going away is going to help out, but I want to be here with you guys. So, but you got to look at it. You're going to have a very, maybe a slow week next week. That's okay. That's okay. We had a great week, but you got President's Day when the market's closed, and you got winter recess. So we got to take that very seriously. So be very, no wonder why you don't have a big market. So let's get ready for the market open up. One very important thing before we go. Today at 1 o'clock, it's not 12 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock. So we got to fix that on the calendar. I will be doing a live workshop. We usually do it on a Wednesday and Thursday. We moved it to Friday for the first time. So please stick around for that. If you're watching social media, you will ring that bell on YouTube so you get the alarm. and you'll get the alert. So we'll be back here. We'll teach you how to use a lot of these windows that we use and what we traded and so on. So please make sure you register for it. If I don't see you as cyber traders in the room, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you back here on Tuesday. If you did pretty well, just once again, just make your money and run. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. We'll see you in about we'll see you in 15 minutes once the market opens up.